It's almost ironic that Donald Trump's attacks this week on Rob Reiner might be the straw that broke the camel's back. Rob Reiner, a guy, of course, who was very outspoken about Donald Trump, wanted nothing more than for Donald Trump to go down in flames and be removed from office and lose all his support. And the irony, of course, is that in death, Rob Reiner may actually get what he was hoping for because of Trump's response to what happened this past weekend. Now, the reason I say that is because the backlash that Donald Trump is facing has not gone away. You know, his little address Wednesday night, a lot of folks think that it was to make up for his horrible speech last week in Pennsylvania. That's not what it was. His speech on Wednesday was actually an attempt to make people forget about the Rob Reiner comments. But it's not working. The voters are angry. The conservative influencers and mouthpieces and, pundits are angry. And most importantly, Republicans in Congress are not happy about it. In fact, they're not happy about any of Donald Trump's outbursts. Because it wasn't just the Rob Reiner thing this week that pissed them off. It was also that Vanity Fair article that, of course, sucked up all the oxygen in the media. So for those who are not familiar, obviously, Susie Wiles, Donald Trump's chief of staff, came out in that Vanity Fair interview and said that Trump has an alcoholic's personality. You know, in that he's up, he's down, he's this way, he's that way. Nobody knows what's going to happen. You got to walk on eggshells with the guy because you don't want him to fly off the handle. And Republicans in the House and Senate told media outlets this week they're sick of it. They're not sick of it because they hate the behavior. They're sick of it because they hate the distraction. And, of course, because, believe it or not, they actually need Trump to be able to do things, to work with them so that they can do things before the midterms so they don't all lose their seats. Here's what Senator John Kennedy told Semaphore. There's only so much any human being can handle at one time. And when the president says some of the stuff that he says, it's time-consuming, and it distracts from his work and his agenda, and it distracts from our work. We need his input right now on a lot of things. An unnamed House Republican staffer said this. The president could stop it tomorrow. Everyone is begging him to, but he won't. They're sick of it. And again, the Rob Reiner post on Truth Social somehow became the straw that broke the camel's back for a lot of these Republicans. This was the turning point. That's when the switch finally flipped in their brains and they were like, hold up. All right, this is not okay. I mean, when Donald Trump loses all of these conservative mouthpieces out there, the horrible, horrible human beings that have said god-awful things worse than what Trump said about Reiner, when even they are looking at it, I mean, hell, Nick Fuentes came out and was like, whoa, man, that's a little too hateful. When you've lost Nick Fuentes because you're too hateful, that says a lot. Piers Morgan couldn't stomach it. But none of those folks matter as much as the folks in Washington, D.C. in the House and Senate matter. They're the ones saying, we can't deal with this anymore. We actually do have real jobs. Trump obviously is just playing president because he thinks it's fun. We got to do stuff. We have to go answer to these voters again, some of us in just a few months. He doesn't. So when he does these things, he's screwing all of us over. But the thing they don't understand is that Trump doesn't care. Trump cares about one person and one person only, himself. Always has, always will. So you can beg him all you want. You can go and do these interviews and hope that he sees them. But nothing is going to change who he is as a person. And if he takes you down in the process, he's never going to care about that. And honestly, I hope he does. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.